Hello, welcome back. CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 10. Upper bracket finals, best of 3. Should be a great one here between RNG and Tigers. They have faced each other before. It was game 2 was 90 minutes. Woo! And it wasn't a quiet one either. It was full of bloodshed. And I'm here with Director Lex, who you saw heard making some sounds in the background.
That's the eagle of anticipation. I can't wait to watch this one. I've been waiting all week for this one. The rematch of the century. Last series was so dope.
It really was.
It was crazy. It was just throws and gains and insanes. And this is so high skill, though. It wasn't like some kind of sad, weird series where everyone's just flopping around like a fish. These two teams are great. They hate each other. I saw walking in, they didn't say a word. They looked each other in the eyes, and I thought I heard one player say, "I'm going to kill you in real life." And then he sat down. It was terrifying. I can't wait for this series.
I see one for 3-7. They all have smiles. And also, most of the players on Tigers, I don't believe they speak any Chinese. So that's the language that RNG is speaking. So they... rightfully so, wouldn't say anything to each other. Anyway, we need an expert on that couch because otherwise I'm not gonna make it otherwise. And we have Bulldog for our expert analysis.
Oh! Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah! I'm back.
Welcome back, Bulldog. Thank you, Thomas.
Thanks for leaving the door open.
Oh,
dude!
I'm sorry.
Dude, come on. You're letting all the analyzed data here. Any second now, it's going to shut. Now
there it is. Okay, the door is closed. Good morning. Good afternoon, Bulldog.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Hopefully we're going to get some good dotes.
Yeah, well, we brought you in for just that because RNG versus Tigers should be a great match, right?
Are they the best teams here?
That is the question that we're going to have answered tomorrow. Because Na'Vi is also still in the running. And I mean, I think you think Na'Vi is the best team here.
Of course, they're European Dota.
Exactly.
So, but they're not in the winner bracket final.
They are not. They are in the lower bracket finals, actually. Before we get into the match, that is the upper bracket finals. It was Kyle and his expert interviews that we're gonna see, and his first one is with Monet.
Oh no!
Thanks, guys. Kyle here, joined by Monet and Adam translating from RNG. Monet, I just wanted to ask you, what's your pregame ritual like, and do you have any favorite foods?
就是你还没有打的时候，你有什么动作吗？就比如还没上场。
摸摸自己的手吧，然后摸摸自己的耳机。
He'll wipe his earphones with the tissue, and then he'll wipe. Yeah.
He doesn't eat the tissue, right?
No. 然后你最喜欢吃的东西？
我不喜欢吃东西。
Doesn't like to eat.
Oh. Okay. Well, good luck in the match today. Throw it back to you guys.
No, I mean, clean headphones, you know, that's nice to have.
Yeah, and he likes to eat.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to eat?
Don't we all?
Love it.
Flax, we know you love it.
Thank you.
I think, yeah, I'm going to save you there. Because I want to talk a little bit about RNG here because they are a team that came in, and I know at the first segment, Owen said, you know, these guys showed potential during the qualifiers, and he thought they were going to end high. But that first day that we saw them, they weren't as good as promised. And I feel like they're a team that has been making a bit of a transformation, or at least they're growing here. They're learning Bulldog. Would you say the same?
Yeah, they're looking really strong. That's why they're in the winner bracket final. And now playing against their rivals that they beat last time.
Yep. Nope. Tigers won last time. It was a 50-50 chance. But they can get revenge.
Yes, that's right, and they're going to do it now.
Okay, on the other side is, of course, Team Tigers, and Moon was with Kyle before the game.
Thanks, guys. Kyle here with Moon from Tigers. When you walked in, you said, "Oh, it's you." What did you mean by that?
Because it's you, I know you, and you interviewing me is kind of weird. Because I see you as a player, not really a talent.
It's only weird if you make it weird. And also, I take my job very professionally.
No, you don't.
We've got some clips that we might run later of Moon Meander and his very interesting past. I highly recommend the Never Ever Dance. What do you think about the Never Ever Dance?
I think it was 2012, back in the days. Back then it was pretty funny, but in 2018 it's pretty cringe. But nowadays it's hard to make jokes like that because you have to explain yourself because of all the snowflakes on the internet. So I can't do stuff like that anymore.
So you sold out?
Yes, I sold out big time.
Back to you guys.
We have a new and improved professional Kyle and professional Moon Meander. Yeah, now let's stay with that.
Yeah, I ain't talking about that interview. I like my career.
So how about Team Tigers? They've looked pretty good too, Slacks.
Team Tigers looked pretty good.
Yeah.
They looked pretty good.
Yeah.
They are pretty good, Sheever. We've seen them dominating everybody. These guys are like in real life tigers on those keyboards. They're just chomping people up. You think you're safe? Bengal tigers kill thousands of people per year. They're still dangerous. Absolutely. They're still dangerous in real life. They're dangerous in Dota, Bulldog.
Yeah, and I guaranteed you at the first day or whatever it was that they would make it top 4, and here they're top 3.
Yep.
And maybe soon top 2. Most likely.
What did you guys say, by the way? Because I know that most people went for a 3-game full series. Like we did predictions before the series. What did you guys say?
Well, I wasn't here to do it, so I didn't do it.
What would you have done?
I would have said 3-2 for Tigers.
That's not possible. It's a 3-game series.
2-0 for Tigers.
2-0. What did you say, Slacks?
I said 2-1, baby. 2-1, because these two teams are very competitive. They've seen a lot of each other before. They've gotten to know each other. And this is going to be a 3-game series. Guarantee.
Guaranteed?
You can't make guarantees like that because that means it might be fixed. It's not.
A guarantee.
During the game, you know the drill. Get your votes in for the Hex MVP. Be nice to everybody. And yeah. We'll get you far in life, and maybe far on MVP vote as well. That will be great. And with the MVP vote done, it is time, about time, to get started with the first game of this best of 3.
Guarantee.
I kind of feel like the Ajit versus Afu series. You know, former teammates, rivals now. They like to beat each other in game, and I think we're ready to see what they're gonna draft.
Show the draft. Oh.
Ooh.
Here we go. Phoenix, Magnus, Weaver, Io. Everything's pretty standard except for the Weaver. We've seen that banned a few times. Here we go again.
No, we're going to get any... what heroes are they not going to ban here?
We've seen, because, you know, these series are very different from the series that we just saw. We saw a lot of Axe in the previous game. Axe and Enigma, highly contested heroes in that series. And so far, both are still in. I wonder if these two teams will change their pattern and also
Enigma's been one of the strongest heroes right now. Just gives you that strong lane. And you can just leave him as well if you want. So you can just go tri lane, safe lane. And he'll be fine in the off lane. He'll also be that strong late game presence.
Let's not kid ourselves. It's going to be an Axe. We're going to see a Morph. Probably.
I believe in the Enigma.
Probably see a Tiny. Don't kid yourself, Bulldog. Enigma's old hat.
Why don't you like Enigma?
I love Enigma.
You got something against Enigma?
No. What do you think I would have against Enigma? He's Gravity. How can you have something against Gravity?
Is he Gravity?
Yeah.
I thought he was a god.
You thought he was a god?
Gravity?
He's
what
gravity.
Does that mean?
He's an elemental. Keeper of the light is light. You know? Enigma's gravity and mystery, you know, secret.
I'm pretty sure Enigma is a dragon.
Listen, you're starting to piss me.
No, we're going back for the 1437 Ogre Magi.
Here we go again. Terrorblade completely ignored in the last series. However, that Ogre Magi says to me...
What is happening? Where's the initiation?
Well, it's only 2 picks in, Bulldog.
Pick the Axe or Enigma. Now.
Axe and Enigma and Centaur, all 3 still in the pool, all heroes.
It's coming now.
It's not going to come. It's going to be the Axe.
Axe or Enigma is coming right now.
Oh, man, I can't wait till you're wrong again. Yes, I caught it, dog! Ogre Magi.
Bulldog losing in 1v1 against Shiver. Bulldog losing in draft prediction against Slacks. What's happening?
Just fire me already.
Terrorblade, we've seen Tigers do this before. As soon as you see that Ogre, Terrorblade's going to come out, and they want to make sure they grab it before it has the chance to get banned. Now they got plenty of time to think about who those initiators are going to be.
And they're not banning these initiators either. They still have the Centaur, still have the Axe and Enigma. So they're still letting them through.
And you can keep talking about these heroes, but they're not going to come.
They're going to come. You need some kind of initiators, wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
And what other heroes would you pick outside Centaur, Axe, and Enigma?
Oh, there's plenty of them. There's Spirit for one.
Bat?
We have seen these teams run a bat, right, Sheaves?
Cheever?
Oh, I am trying, like, I just heard 143.7 say, you know what's so effing good here? And then he mentioned a hero, but you guys talked over it, so I can't actually hear
what did he say?
Yeah, what did he say,
this is the...
Close your eyes, Cheever.
Relive the moment.
Think about it. I've seen this in movies. Close your eyes. Think about the moment. What hero did he say? He said, this hero is great.
Maybe he's still talking about Wyvern.
It's banned.
Wyvern is not banned. No, now it is. Jeez.
You know, that's not admissible in court anymore, Bulldog. You can't do that anymore. Memory isn't a thing. You gotta have evidence, real evidence.
So the past doesn't matter?
No, witness accounts don't matter. You gotta have recorded footage.
Surely witness accounts still matter.
What
do you mean?
You can misremember a lot of stuff.
Sure, but if there's 4 people that remember the same thing, are they really gonna doubt it?
I mean, yeah. That happens in alien abduction stories all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
You think they got abducted by extraterrestrials, Shiver? Or you think it was just 4 kids dropping acid and telling themselves what happened the night before, Shiver?
Maybe it's both.
Oh my God, that would be terrible. Imagine if you dropped acid and then got abducted by aliens. Chen! It's a Chen pick, Bulldog.
Yeah, they're going all in on that laning stage right now. Just picking those strong laners. Necrophos obviously very strong against any melee heroes, and Earth Spirit can rotate to any of these lanes, slay the enemy heroes, and Chen gives you that very strong lane presence if he gets the right creeps.
I'm getting a little worried about Royal, though. Where's their grab? You know, they got silence, they got a stun that's a little hard to pull off, but where's the grab, Bulldog?
Well, it's coming in the next pick, obviously. Yep. They got 2 heroes left. 2 heroes left, and a Maiden that counters the Chen, because now Chen can't go to the wave anymore, because he just frees the creep, and then he's like,
Well, that's his pet gone. Yep. How can he be a zookeeper if he doesn't have a zoo?
Interesting.
And I just heard 143.7. He has a nice carrying voice. They realized that Axe is still in the pool.
Yeah.
But if you can hear it, can't the enemy?
No, they're wearing these massive headsets. I was wearing one earlier today. It's a very heavy headset. But it works. Though? And it's they're all attached to the desk as well. Like they have like this. It's basically like a local server you come on that is already like just there from the get-go. It's like you can't do anything with it. You pick it up and everybody's connected, you know?
Yeah, it looks like they're all wearing it. No cheating here.
Yep.
Got to make sure here. Yeah, he's wearing it all right. Getting real tight.
I got some of those at home. I like to wear them and lay in my bathtub and close my eyes and pretend like I'm in a coffin.
Wow.
What? What's wrong with you?
There's Spectre picked up here. My Royal never give up. That's concerning, Bulldog. Where's the beef? Where's the beef to protect that Spectre? Make sure they can't go on him.
Some beef.
Where the beef?
But they have beef heroes. Necrophos is a beef hero. He's super tanky.
I mean on the other side.
On the other side?
No.
Oh, I meant on the side of Tigers.
I meant on Royal. Necrophos can get big, he can get tanky, but that's mostly for himself.
And you got
as
the
he's
Chen
running away.
He's got creeps all around, so you have the Chen protecting his Pecker, so he will have a decent lane.
decent is not what we're looking for.
That's all you got with Spectre. This here is not a strong laner. If you get a decent lane with Spectre, you're all right. You're happy with that.
All right.
Hopefully we'll pick the initiation hero here. I still love Bat. I know you don't like Bat, but Bat against certain heroes is destroying lanes, but we get the Lina.
Okay, great. Tiger's draft is very, very good, I think. They got the two sisters, Terrorblade and Ogre. A lot of answers for a lot of different problems on that draft.
Those are males.
Yeah, I would say the same. I would call them brothers.
Don't assume their gender like that again, please.
What?
Crystal Maidenly, and those are sisters or brothers. We're not sure anymore.
What? I mean, whatever, sure. I'm not going to get into that argument with you.
So what's the last hero that Tigers need? Because I still feel like they're missing a load of beef.
Yeah, both team kind of need a blink in let's go hero.
Yep.
And they banned the Centaur, and Axe is still available. Enigma is still available for some reason.
Yeah, Enigma and Axe, the highest contested heroes in the previous series.
Are we still talking about this?
Are not in this series so far. Yes, we are, because they're high-profile heroes at the moment.
It's not common.
The beauty of Bat is when you see the enemy carries, the Bat is beautiful, and Terrorblade gets destroyed by Bat, and Spectre gets destroyed by Bat. So Bat is definitely a viable hero here.
It's only single target. I guess both teams are fairly single target. Like in terms of big team fights, it's just not there yet.
That's all one of these teams. Actually, Royal. What about a Bloodseeker here?
Just pick the Bat. If they know how to play Bat, you just destroy the lane and you win.
That's a ban on the Axe.
All right, now there's only Enigma and Bat. Is there any hero we're missing? What hero can initiate?
Lone
Druid?
What? No.
You know that hero?
No. Dead hero.
What about the Bloodseeker?
For who?
For Royal. As a mid. Owns the mid game, makes space for Spectre, chases down these Squisher guys.
I don't know if it's that good against Lina, though. I think Lina does fine in that lane.
Okay.
If he's a master. So I'm not sure about that hero. Yeah, Royal never give up. They haven't...
Tinkerban.
It could be Necro mid, but I guess you don't want to put against Lina, so you might just pick a mid here. You can still go maybe the DK? Get some blink stun.
Yeah, that'd be beefy.
Some tanky.
I like it. DK, you can throw at enemies and make a little bit of space for Spectre. That'd be cool. Definitely don't want to see any low HP heroes coming up from Royal. But what about Tigers? You really think it's going to be a Bat or Enigma, huh?
Seconds remaining.
Yes.
Okay.
They're also mentioning Undying, which would make... Oh, there it is.
You shouldn't say they're mentioning it. You should just pretend, Shiver, that you're smart.
Yeah.
Say, what about
wait. You should just pretend you're smart?
Yeah, not that you need it. I mean, for me, I'm done.
That was a nice save, Bulldog.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Yeah, now we have Tigers lineup. They don't really have any initiation right now, which could be a problem. But if they just don't need initiation because you got good push power here, you just hit the towers and you don't need to initiate because the enemy need to initiate on you. Or you just take their towers. And they're very good at killing objectives. And we see Undying as well. This hero, if there's no one that can kill the Tombstone, this hero is insane as a 5 hero. And who's going to kill the Tombstone?
Chen. You send his little creeps after it.
But the creeps are very bad. And there's going to be a Terrorblade around there that just one-shots them.
Okay, true. And
I'm getting very worried here.
Well, is there an answer? Is there one hero that fits the draft like a glove?
I like Dragon Knight. He can hit Tombstone. He can be beefy. He can push towers. He can do everything Royal needs right now.
Even if they go late game here, you normally feel like, oh, I go to the Spectre, guys. We could go late. Can you against this lineup?
No.
Terrorblade is Undying. Lina.
Rude, mama.
They're trying to cheese Reno, eh?
You.
Okay. That's a big push with an insurance policy. I could get behind such a plan.
That hero will create a lot of space, and Lina is not the greatest hero against Brood. If it's a good Brood player, he should be winning that matchup. So, we used to see a lot of Brood first too, because the hero just farms, but ideally you pick a last pick against a hero that can't deal with it. And Lina is not the greatest, but it is good enough. Or you can put Terrorblade there with 8 armor or whatever, with 2 stout shields. So I'm going to go with Tigers, because they got Undying.
Oh. Ooh, Lele. You know, I think I want to go with Tigers as well, just because I predicted that Terrorblade pick. I like a Terrorblade with an Ogre Magi. They got a lot of different ideas on Royals, which I think is great. But Tigers has one idea, win. So I'll go with them.
Yeah, I also will side with Tigers for this.
No. Oh, no.
Sheeper always copy.
Oh, Sheeper.
Always copy.
I can explain my reasoning, but we don't have time for that.
Explain it, Sheeper.
Explain it.
We do have time. All right. Well, I like Spectre if you're going late game. I like Brood if you're going to try to do something early game. But when you're split on two things and you can't really make up your mind, I'm not too much of a fan of that. On top of that, I know that both of these teams have a tendency to go very, very late game. And you know that Spectre is a really good hero late game. But I like Terrorblade a little bit more on that as well. So
agreed.
I kind of feel like late game, it is also going to be Tigers that's going to take it.
Agreed.
So that's my reasoning for going with Tigers.
Yep.
Let's head over to Moxie and Kyle for game one.
All correct.
All right, well, it looks like we have a very biased couch full of Tigers fans, huh?
They're always biased.
I mean, you got some Tiger socks on today, so I don't know if you can talk about it.
It was on purpose.
It was on purpose. You're feeling Tigers right now, too?
Yeah, this is going to be easy. I agree. I think the TB's just going to go mid with 2 shields. He'll take no damage. She'll crush this Brood. And I think Undying is the hard counter to Spectre.
All right, well, we're going to find out here in game number 1 of Royal Never Give Up versus Tigers. Do like Afu on that that Earth Spirit, but like we said, we got 1437 playing the Undying. And who's gonna hit that tombstone?
That is a great question indeed, and not just that, but all 3 of their cores don't really ever leave their lane. You have Chen Earth Spirit, who really need to just take over the map if they want to win, but I don't know how you do that when there's an Ogre Undying in your off lane. Like, that is arguably the strongest lane I can think of.
Yeah, I do have that core Ogre. Mr. Moon Meander will be playing it, but
I don't think Spectre can touch creeps up there.
I don't think so either. I think they got a big tanky boy up there. He's going to be able to harass quite a bit. We've seen some crazy multicast throughout this tournament here, but already some harass coming out. And, you know, we can't discount Royal, right? These guys have made some miracles happen.
Miracles are an understatement, I think.
What would you call them then?
Oh, they never give up. That's for sure. Royal never gives up.
Liking this, liking Zephyr is feeling pretty excited. Throws out those taunts. Needs to be careful. Doesn't immediately get murdered over here. Moon Meander gonna try to fight Monet for this rune. And not gonna be able to get it. 343 grabs it in time.
Look at all the damage taken though. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, they're not even putting the Undying up there. They're gonna leave him bottom lane to zone out the Necrophos Earth Spirit lane, which I don't mind. I feel like Lena CM could have got bullied, so if you can win both lanes, why not do it? And up top, I'm pretty sure CM Ogre's going to be just fine. And also, the CM Aura, once he hits level 2, is going to be so nice for this entire draft of Tigers. They're just going to spam spells.
Absolutely. I know the Lena in particular and the Undying will really benefit from that Arcane Aura. Now, my thing is, so like SRF, we've seen him in other games. He's been super effective, but it's been on playmaking heroes. This time he's on a Necrophos.
Indeed. I feel like every offlaner in China can play Necrophos, but at the same time, to your point, doesn't make plays. And really, their whole draft doesn't make plays. It's a lot on the support combination of Afu and 343 to make moves, but we shall see. They don't have a real way to deal with the Broodmother Spider Army, so if he has a great game on Stay, then maybe that'll be enough for them to just take the game, but it's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting to consider too, because Stay has, you know, he's one of those players that sometimes, you know, he'll lose that lane, but he always manages to really kind of bounce back, it feels. Especially we saw at one point, you know, that Ogre, sorry, not the Ogre, but looking at the Ogre, but looking at like the Storm Spirit that he played in one of the games. I think that was like the 90-minute long one. The Leshreck that he's played as well, where he just had a terrible laning phase, but bounced back so well. The Broodmother will be interesting to watch for sure, if they're going to be able to actually accelerate, take over that lane, get things done, or, you know, if he's going to be forced back, but they don't have a great solution.
I like this play from both sides here. 3-4-3, grabbing the mana burn creep to just apply pressure and prevent the CM Ogre harass. But you actually see Zephyr choosing to skill Frostbite level 2 to ensure that that creep is taken out immediately. Wastes some, not waste, but utilizes a mango to do so, but I think it's well worth.
Middle lane, Stay itself taking some damage here, but they do have that spider army slowly building up. You
can see he's not even bothering to harass him because he has the 2 shields. And this is something we see a lot of players do nowadays against Brood.
1437, the kick back. Again, it's an Undying. He's got 20 stacks of decay on him. He's pretty strong there. He's going to be a survivor. Won't be too much of an issue, but...
He's doing his job. You just want to keep the pressure away from your Lina, allow Wonder Kid a chance to get some free last hits. And nice, a sadder creep up top. This is what makes Chen such a valuable safe laner. There's no real way to outlane a team that can effectively have 3 heroes in their safe lane. And that 6 HP regen aura is so effective against heroes that rely on harassment to win the lane.
We're definitely, you know, struggling here in this top lane. Back and forth, though, like we said earlier on, we saw that the CM Ogre combo was able to harass Monet pretty strong. Okay, we get a rotation coming out. There's going to be the Fire Blast roll. It comes through, and they get the first blood over on the Zephyr. They could possibly get Monander here, too, as they throw out the body blocks. He's just trying to get out some damage because he knows he's not long for this world. Will get taken down. It'll be 3-4-3 who gets another kill.
That's real nice for you, Chen. May have wanted to give some of that to Spectre, but I think 3-4-3 is going to be very happy. Gives him a chance to rush what I would imagine is probably a medallion in this kind of game. You have a lot of low armor heroes on the side of Tigers.
Ooh, and we get a kill actually in the bottom lane. 1437 takes down SRF. Now top lane again, 3-4-3 now, in for some trouble. Will get taken down by Moon Meander. Monet gonna have to walk himself back to that tower. Doesn't have any men on him. And this middle lane, again, we see a lot of harass coming out on Stay, but there's a big army that is being built up. And 1437 will just suicide over here in this camp. Gets tripped back home.
I think lanes are going about as expected for both sides. Radiant probably doing a little bit better bottom than they might have expected. But I've seen the 1437 Undying do a lot of work in this tournament.
Oh, Zephyr slowed down just a little bit. Frostbites comes out, but it's going to be 3-4-3. Gets yet another kill. Has a Wild Wing, too. Was throwing that tornado after the Crystal Maiden there. And a double damage rune is available here for Wonder Kid.
It's a nice pickup. Should be able to dominate a couple waves bottom now thanks to that. Maybe even look for a kill, but he'll have to land a naked stun. 3 wards up on Afu.
It's going to be pretty hard to take. You'd probably have to grab... Who do you even grab, actually, is the question if you're trying to get a kill here in this bottom lane. You really have to chip down beforehand, right? Because you don't really have anything other than the Light Strike Array to kind of hold down Afu.
Yeah, it's definitely a difficult kill.
Do you have that smoke, though?
You think you can just win the lane here if you're Tigers. You just want to kind of keep the game equalized. Trust that you will win in the late game. Broodmother more of a mid-game peak than anything further on. You can deal with spiders quite easily once the CM Lina have enough damage to kill them in nukes as well.
Terrorblade feels like he's feeling pretty confident here in the mid lane, though. 38-7 right now for CS, 27-5 over here on the Broodmother. So, again, we talked about that double stout shield. He's just pretty much being allowed to farm very comfortably.
Yep. This is just fine if you're TB. And it's really scary as well in some ways for RNG because you're giving away free farm and the highest level to the win condition of Team Tiger. Stun's gonna miss. This could be trouble.
Yeah, they'll turn back around throughout that stone here. 1437 drops the tombstone. Let's chase after, sorry, not the tombstone. Yeah, they will. They'll chase after SRF over here. But again, he's really hard to take down. He's got that Ghost Shroud. They'll turn back around again. Do have 20 stacks of decay though over here onto 1437.
And Wonder Kid missing both stuns, unfortunately, or maybe they could have done a little more with that. But they do force the Ghost Shroud and get a lot of harass off, which is quite nice.
At the same time, they use the tombstone during that as well. Now, Ajit's now in for some trouble here. That spider army quickly chasing him down, getting little nibbles here and there. Will use the Sunder, though, and just walk right away from it.
Interesting. Surprised he was taking that much pressure. There's just a lot of spiders. Spectre in some trouble.
Oh, this is not looking good right now for Moon Meander. He's going to get taken down. They'll chase after Zephyr. Now the slow coming out. They've got that Hellbear creep. Trying to run after Zephyr. We'll get the clap off. Need maybe one more hit. There's going to be the roll coming forward here. And they actually will juke through these trees. Oh my goodness, Zephyr's going to make it out alive.
Really well played. He did not want to go down there.
Do you ever really want to go down?
Oh, mid tower's dead. Wow.
Yeah.
That was very fast. He must have a lot of spiders. I do not know quite how many because they're all clumped up together, but...
It's a lot. It's absolutely an entire army here. Top lane, Moon Meander in for some trouble. Again, the body blocks. The rocks come through. And one more click. 3-4-3 is just cleaning up in this top lane.
I underestimated how powerful this Chen Spectre would be because in my head there's an Undying there, but he's obviously in the safe lane, and you can see 3-4-3 is causing a lot of issues up top, and it's so easy for an Earth Spirit to roll in. This is something we saw EG do as well. They popularized it back with their old lineup when they had Crit and Misery. As they had no 5 players, they both had to play 4. Same sort of concept here.
It almost looks really scary when you see the spiderlings come out here, but we'll drop the Tombstone bottom lane just to harass SRF. Again, they don't have anything to hold them into place. It's a very survivable hero, but it'll give a lot of space here to Ajit so he can hit creeps, get things done. And we see the Broodmother actually taking over the net worth now.
Yep, he's having a great game. Just needs to ensure he can keep taking towers and look to rotate probably to the top area of the map. I like to see Broods play that area as Dire. And control the triple camp and then cut 2 waves at the same time.
Afu and Stay do spot out this Lina. 1437, looking around here in the corner. Afu still going to try to get those stacks of decay. Spider babies chasing after him. There's going to be the nuke thrown out. Roll comes through. We'll be able to connect onto the stun. They've got the haunt, and they're going to try to take down Afu here. We'll be able to find that kill. It'll be the Broodmother who cleans up and still going after this Lina. Oh, Wonder Kid. To Stay go for it. Stay goes for it. That's going to be another kill.
Wow. That's a perfect play. And the Earth Spirit, as you can see, just doing so much work with these creep heroes. And the Spectre as well, providing tons of reach. I was really surprised when Tigers chose to take Lina into a Spectre, because traditionally, that's what's going to keep happening. Spectre ults, jumps right on top of you. Lina relies on mobility and high move speed. Spectre just hops on top of your face.
So I'm really liking the way that RNG's been playing lately. We talked about how they've been kind of going more towards that late game earlier on, but the last 2 games that we saw actually that they played, they were playing it very fast. They had this really nice understanding of their timings. It feels like this is going to be one of those games as well, as though you also have Monet, of course, who will be that insurance policy, like we said. But Wonder Kid in for some trouble now. Silence gets thrown out. All those spider babies fighting with those zombies, but we'll be able to take them out, and they managed to take that Laguna Blade and hit Afu in the face with it.
That was a very important kill. You do not want to lose your Lina once again. Bottom lane TB continuing to try and accelerate, but so far, RNG off to a great start. Not much of a lead, but I think they have the sort of draft that can expand upon it very easily if they keep up the tempo.
Feels like they're making so much chaos during this early game. Runes come out.
Wonder Kid?
Do have 3 heroes here. Frostbite will get used over on Spectre. Monet forced to move back. Hand of God comes out. 3-4-3 trying to run out. They land the Light Strike array, though. This is not looking great here. Yeah, they'll be able to get the kill onto 3-4-3. Stay is busy, though, munching up these Ancients over here.
He's got a Diffusal finish real soon. He is farmed.
He's super farmed. Well, like, he was taking a lot of harass in the mid lane from the Terrorblade, but it doesn't matter when you can build a spider army, right?
Yep. No, he did a great job taking mid tower as early as he did. All he had to do was chase the Terrorblade away once and then just commit hard. He had enough spiders to zerg it down ASAP. And that's really big for a Brood because it opens up the Ancient camps, and you just kind of chill in mid lane and bounce around the high grounds and just rinse, repeat, as you can see. Just keep farming these Ancients. Yeah. It represents like 500 GPM just from Ancients alone. You add in the creep wave and you're rolling.
Look at Stay. Oh man, look at all those spider babies. That Lina's got to run out of there. She is not equipped to deal with this at this time. All right, we get the Hood of Defiance picked up now over Necrophos. We've got smokes coming out, but that's the Diffusal timing like we talked about. It's a very scary Broodmother. Who's going to deal with this spider?
Nobody. Other than the CM and Lina, they really don't have any AoE damage. So Maybe if they fight near a tomb. I'm not sure how the zombie versus spider war actually plays out, but it's an option.
I'm worried, though, because they are so very squishy. So even if they start putting out these AoE spells, are they going to survive long enough to do anything with them?
Is the concern, especially if they get purged.
Well, then meander down here. They've got the Spectre as well. They'll lay in that dagger. Tombstone gets dropped, though, and they'll use that Magnetize. Afu trying to slow them down. Will be able to stun up 2 of these heroes, trying to move himself into the trees. But it looks like they're just going to do a whole disengage.
Yeah, well executed. They forced the rotations, though, and in the meantime, Spectre Chen still just farming top. Chen ult is going to be up soon. He will be rushing that medallion as expected. Treads the next choice for a stay on the Broodmother. You can see his GPM just continuing to skyrocket, and again, he's just farming 2 ancient camps. He's going to take this medium camp below and just keep farming the map.
So much space here for the Spectre and the Broodmother that they're managing to create. It's pretty tough for Ajit. He's been bouncing between different lanes, and he's just not getting that much comfort, I feel. Like he's constantly feeling pressured. Does have Wonder Kid standing nearby, though, for a little bit of protection. And they'll put a little pressure here in the top lane and the Spectre. Double damage rune is available over here in the top here. Stay grabbing that double damage. That is going to be a spooky spider.
Oh, for sure. He can do Roche pretty quickly, especially if they have a Chen with a medallion and a few creeps there.
They land in that. Wonder Kid moving back. There's going to be the stun. Oh, should be a very, very dead Lina. And there's going to be the haunt coming through. Actually, Wonder Kid's still alive here. Looks like Afu in for some trouble. Does get just burnt down by that metamorphosis coming out from the Terrorblade. And that is haunt that they just committed for it. But in the mid lane stay, he's taking advantage of all the space. Should be able to get that mid tower. Although the multicast of the Laguna Blade is one way to handle a spider.
Yeah, they have some pretty serious magical burst on the side of Tigers.
3-4-3. Dove behind that tower. What you doing there?
It's a nice exchange. You get at least the tier 1 top. You did kill the Brood. Now you get a nice pick off on the channel long to go. With this tier 1, arguably the second most important tower for the Radiant side to take. Most paramount, of course, being the mid.
Saref's going to join in here with Afu as he gets the Magnetize off. Reaper Scythe gets thrown out. Not quite enough damage to take down Ajit at that time, but they still managed to get the kill. Zephyr now using the Dance of His People. Totally out of that mana, though. They throw out the Urn Charge. Don't think they're going to chase after him, but oh, never mind. I'm totally incorrect here as Afu rolls forward, but he will back off.
Oof. What an interesting game thus far. I think RNG has executed their game plan near flawlessly. A last pick Brood. You need to ensure you have a Brood player and also that he's in the right sections of the map. And so far, I have no gripes whatsoever. Just continuing to farm those mid-ancient camps and the mid lane. And it applies so much pressure. You look at the map for Tigers, and they're really split in that they can only make moves onto the side lanes. Mid is effectively dead. Brood died, sure, but he was taking a tier 2 and diving it. It's to be expected.
Now, do you think we're going to see the Brood make her way to a different lane now to keep applying that pressure? Or
I don't think
she's gonna
so.
Farm up and
maybe after Roche. I think you can maybe get the top tier 1, but that's not really a relevant tower. Doesn't give you much map control. Just keep doing what you're doing. Look to get Roche when the Spectre comes more online, probably around that Manta timing.
Well, Haunt's going to be down for another minute or so, so Nay going to just keep on farming. Runes are up. And looks like Zephyr grabbing one. Ajit takes that tower. But again, Stay just bouncing around between these camps.
Yep.
Not a care in the world here. Rest of the team hanging out over on the side, hoping maybe Wonder Kid will come forward. But I don't know if, oh yeah, they'll go for it. The roll forward. Oh man, you're on the high ground in your own base. You're not even safe. That is 3 heroes there that just wipe you off the map.
You look to push mid a bit. They have a wolf creep. That's so big when you have a Broodmother.
That's a buyback on Melina right now. DPs are coming out.
You can see though the spiders do die to the CM Melina spells.
The sister combo there. Working together. Uh-oh, Meander. About to run into some people, I think. No? They have to know that this Brood is just... Yeah, okay. Terrorblade. It's backing off.
No, but it's just... They don't have anything to really deal with the Brood's terrain walking. And yeah, the Undying pick is great. The panel was a big fan, but at the same time, you just can't run away with it. Run away as the spider. You don't need to fight against Tomb if you're the side of RNG, and there's no real lockdown for Tigers to keep you in the vicinity. They're all in on this Terrorblade getting 6 slotted, but we shall see. I fear Lina's going to feed to the Spectre the entire game, and Ogre off lane when you don't win your lane is real rough. I don't really feel his game impact at the moment. He has no lane to play.
It's going to be a problem for sure. Crystal Maiden as well, another very squishy hero like that. Lena is going to have difficulty dealing with Spectre, among other heroes that are on the map. Yules gets used over here on Afu, realizing that he's going to try to roll and stun up Wonder Kid. We'll just make a hasty retreat, and the Force Staff gets picked up over on Necrophos. Just to kite a little bit more, get away from stuff.
Nice sentry. Won't get the real ward, but I like that they didn't waste it on the high ground. See, though, there is a really cool ward that 343 plays in the base recently, but we'll check that out momentarily.
Oh, he's just going to run away here. He's going to get slowed down just a little bit. There's going to be a stone kicked out here by Afu. Does slow down that Undying, but there's the Yules, and the rest of the team will be able to find themselves a Chen in the woods.
That's good. There's the ward we were talking about a moment ago. It's just... not sure how impactful it is. You're finding kills on a Chen in your own jungle. In the meantime, Spectre Brood just continue to accelerate. If you look at the Brood's net worth, I mean, he was at 6 when TB was at like 5, and he is nearly doubled up while Terrorblade went up.
Ajit's in so much trouble. Monet will actually use the Haunt. They'll go for the roll, and Scythe comes through. And Ajit is no more, down for 73 seconds. This tower is theirs for the tanking, and this Brood Mother is getting closer to a BKB, which is going to be a huge problem.
Oh, for sure.
The side of Tigers.
I think RNG are in a perfect position. They just need to ensure they don't make any critical errors. You're going to get a BKB Brood, look to go Roshan, keep making the same plays.
Multicast over here on SRF. He is tanking some, but over here we do see that the Lina throws out the Laguna Blade and will find the kill on Afu. Now we're looking at Stay, and for a little bit of trouble drops those webs. Trying to scooty booty out here. We'll get slowed down there by the Ignite. Just keeps on trucking. They need a little bit more slow to take him out. And he's going to go climb into these woods and try to hide. Oh, but they blind the Crystal Nova. They still have vision. They're really hunting for Stay. They want a dead spider. The BKB gets picked up, though. We'll just pop the BKB. He turns back around, and he's going to go to town over here onto Moon Meander. Moon Meander in for some trouble. There's a heal coming through, though. Stay still alive, back at full HP here for the most part. He's going to just try to run home. They're committing so hard for this, Kyle.
I don't know if this is wise or not.
I don't know. I'm not liking it because Afu is right back up again. Magnetize gets thrown out. SRF is here. Yeah, Yahoo indeed.
What a play from Stay. That was insane. He used 5 webs and that just flee away. Pops the BKB, heals himself to full. Tigers still keep diving, and the whole time, like, Spectre's not even there. He's just chilling, farming creeps.
Why did they dive so hard for that?
They feel pressured. I mean, they're in a position right now where it feels like if they don't do things, they're going to just lose the game. The Terrorblade's behind. They know Broodmother is owning the map, and they haven't touched Spectre. He's had a completely free game, and it's going to continue because you just have Broodmother problems. You've got a massive spider. It's the same, like, imagine you came home, long day at work. You were hungry. You had some errands to run, perhaps, some bank statements to fill out, and then it turns out there is literally a massive tarantula just hanging from the ceiling, and you can see this giant egg sack, and then baby spiders are just erupting all over the kitchen table. All right, can you really focus on the necessities? You don't have time to cook some spinach down or grill some chicken. You've got a big glaring issue, and that is the scenario that Tigers is facing. And unfortunately, Tigers, while they are an apex predator, they don't have a method of really clearing out a giant spider very easily.
Well, I'm going to have nightmares now because of this. Thanks for that.
No problem.
I'm pretty sure you just burn your house down if you've got tarantula egg sacs just like popping all over your kitchen table. Good
that is actually not a bad plan.
Oh my gosh. Yules comes out though, 3-4-3, in for some trouble. Spectre can't do a whole heck of a lot against that Lina and Undying, but we'll be able to take down the tombstone. So it's a little bit of gold going over there. Seems okay with losing that Chen.
Yep, you don't mind. It's like the second or third time 3-4-3 has died for the team.
It makes space every time, it feels like.
And now your Spectre sitting mid. He's going to have a Diffusal soon, and the Spectre just starts to peak every item you get from this point on. The Manta Diffusal's great, then you add on a Heart, and then an Abyssal, and each item is just so devastating and makes it even more difficult for the Tigers to find a fight.
she's just so far ahead too, right? We've got about 12K net worth on her. Terrorblade, no, not doing terribly, but 9.4K is a bit of a difference there. As now the Necrophos takes over that second slot. It's gonna go back and forth between the two of them though here.
And the main concern is how Spectre is going to be able to get on top of the CM and Lina. As you can see, Lina going for the Yule's Aether Lens build, but 5 armor, 1000 HP. Ghost Scepter picked up as well, but still, just such a incredibly squishy hero in this game. They're going to have major spider problems, as we've explained.
Uh-oh. Zephyr, slow him down just a little. Just scoop him a bit here. Won't commit super hard. We'll just start putting some pressure on the tower, but they clean up those spiderlings pretty quickly. Yeah, but like you said, you know, a Spectre, even though you've got that Aether, right, so you can, you know, kind of back off a little bit, you still have to watch out for that Haunt.
Yep.
That Haunt's going to be a problem. Crystal Maiden's going to suffer very, very badly from it as well. And if you can wipe them out pretty quickly and you've got a big old spider army, things are going to start getting destroyed very quickly.
Indeed. Although I will say RNG does need to look to make a move sometime soon. I want to see them maybe go for Osham. Necro TP's into no man's land.
Oh, Hand of God comes out. There's going to be the Yules turning back around. Afu has himself a haste. Feels like they just want to back off. They'll turn their attention, though, over onto Moon Meander. He's pretty tanky. It'll be difficult there. Haunt comes out. Uh-oh, there's going to be the freeze coming out over onto Afu. Crystal Maiden doing the dance for people here, but they'll just back off.
We'll play both sides.
But again, what do you do when you got a giant spider eating away at your buildings?
I think they've done a really good job. Spectre, did Spectre even port into that fight?
I'm not sure. I know we saw the Haunt there, but
I don't think he did.
I think he's just chilling, wants to give everybody a little fright. SRF takes some damage from that multicast. They land another Light Striker, right? But there's the jump forward from SRF. Oh, last second, though. We'll be able to heal up that Ogre. Not going to be nearly enough damage, but Lina now in for some trouble. Does have that Ghost up. They'll turn their attention to Moon instead. Take him down. They pop the BKB on the Broodmother here.
It's a big charge to use. You don't really want to have a 5-second BKB that early in a game like this, especially when you're against so much magic damage and lockdown.
And maybe she was expecting many more people to be there for that fight. I do realize that they're rocking into this Roche pit. I'm not sure.
It dies very fast.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can even get in there, honestly.
I really like this decision.
Courier? Okay, he's the fort. It's going to be Monet with the Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We'll just see the casual moonwalk out here from the Undying. The roll comes forward, though. Uh-oh. Showing off a little bit too much. Those dance moves are too flashy, my friend. They will take you out.
Another kill for the side of RNG. You can see poor Moon Meander just not really finding a foothold in this game. Even with the GPM talent, he's falling sorely behind. Did go for defensive items at the start. Buck Euler into Crimson Guard seems to be the next choice, which I don't mind here. You're against so many creeps and minions. And Spectre, Haunt, Brood Spiders, etc.
It's like you said, if you don't really dominate that lane as this this Ogre, it becomes an issue here. Afu gonna have to roll himself away, though. Gets spotted out. A couple of those ignites flying over on him. He's got the Glimmer Cape, though. Oh, why did he turn around? I'm thinking this is a very... Oh, no. Spoke too soon. Safe and sound back at home.
Yeah, really lucky with that timing. So it's a very slow game. I'm not really reading what the game plan here is for either side. I feel like Tigers might just be content to sit on their heels, try and buy time, but I'm wondering when RNG is going to look to make their move.
We don't really see the Broodmother joining in any of these team fights for the most part, it feels. It's like every time there's a big fight, things, you know, maybe err to the side of Tigers, but then stay. He's hitting a building.
Yep.
And he's just finding these openings. And it doesn't matter how many kills are on the board if you're taking objectives, if you're ruining someone's base. They do initiate over here on the side. They found the Terrorblade. BKB comes out, though. They'll turn their attention now over into Afu. Scythe will get thrown out, though. Zephyr will take down. They'll also Liz Afu there as well. Moon Meander's already falling. It's just Terrorblade against the world here. Look at this. Achi trying everything he can. But Monet going to be able to slay him. And we've got the Spider Army already making its way down. Lina's going to have to TP. She's one of the few heroes that can actually clean out that wave. but they lose the Terrorblade. He had used the BKB. Crystal Maiden, as expected, got evaporated, and Moon Meander just cannot find the footing.
Indeed. It's the downside of the Ogre support. If you don't win your lane, you are effectively just right-clicking creeps the rest of the game. If you actually want items, at least. You could have gone, what I saw last week and hope to never see again, though, that off-lane Ogre into Midas Radiance. Well, that was fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, they lost, as expected, but man, at least you had fun. That's what counts.
Lina actually picking up those boots of travel so that way she can make her way home, because it seems like they understand that Stay will always be trying to pressure whenever possible. So if there's a big fight coming out, either there's going to still be that spider pushing, or it's going to be a bunch of the spider babies while Stay does something else. So definitely makes sense to have those online, but still very, very scary here with Monet, you know, having that Aegis. He's got quite a few items at this point. And again, we saw Terrorblade fighting like everyone.
Yep.
It's just totally surrounded, and still, I don't know. I'm not sure what Tigers can really do this game
neither
right
am
now.
I. I feel like they got to get involved. Like I'm like ready to take a nap. This game just a lot of passivity, and I don't know if you can afford to be this way when you're playing up against a Broodmother, a Spectre, a Necro. Like, all of these cores are going to scale. Here we go.
Oh boy, yeah, they saw SRF, but they didn't realize there's so much more nearby. Afu gonna roll himself back there. They land the Light Striker. Zephyr trying to run away, though. Monet gonna be able to help out, get the kill on Stay over here. Moon Meander in for a lot of trouble. There'll be another roll forward, though. They've got their eyes over here onto this Undying. They'll turn their attention again over to Moon Meander, though, as they try to take him down. They've got that sight. They'll evaporate him. They'll take down 1437, and that should be an easy objective here for the side of RNG.
Just making it look easy, and just walking up a high ground. They already had a ward down pre-placed. They get the quick initiation. Broodmother is killing a tombstone almost instantly if it goes down. Just the sustain from the Necro and the Chen. I mean, how do you fight into this lineup?
Oh, that's what they're trying to figure out right now. Do you use the Laguna Blade here over onto the Broodmother, trying to run herself out? Still alive. They have the Aegis, though, over here on Spectre. Will go and pop it. Brood's going to have to just walk away for a moment. The rest of the team still standing nearby. Light Striker Ray will connect over here. Throughout that, all is healed here. Hand of God. And just like that, they'll walk away.
I think you're fine with that. You got a ton of damage to the tier 3. Force a buyback on the Undying. And now you're in a position where, yeah, you lost Aegis, but you don't really mind. You're just going to get another Haunt. Lina's going to continue to die at the start of fights if he's ever out of position.
Oh, no, Crystal Maiden. This is not looking great for our friend Zephyr here. They'll go, they'll pop the Undying ulti. They actually go and use the Haunt. They want this kill to take down Zephyr. They're looking for a little bit more here. Broodmother gets healed up into the air. She's still hungry, though. They go back in. They're feeling pretty strong. They don't have the Ogre. They don't have the Crystal Maiden right now. Have to watch out for the Lina. She does not have that Laguna online. They're going to try to take down this tower. The roll forward. Very aggressive coming out here from Afu. Might have been a little bit too aggressive, but they're still pinning their faith here in taking down this tower. Not going to be able to do it quite fast enough, as they do lose that Earth Spirit.
It was a very aggressive maneuver from Afu. He's sick of this game as well, it appears. So get me out.
Perhaps.
Trying to win here. Move on to the major, or well, to play against Na'Vi. Well, the winner of Na'Vi versus the loser of this. That is what is on the line for these squads.
Careful there, your bias is showing. Your bias is showing there.
Oh, yes. I'm very excited about the winner here.
That sigh, good grief, come on.
Just what has my life become? I sit here in Sweden surrounded by memes, watching a Broodmother Spectre game up facing a Terrorblade. And still, he's sticking to his guns, going to continue to farm these ancient camps in the mid-wave. Next up will be a Nullifier to ensure he can destroy the Lina and the TB before they can get off their defensive items, notably the BKB and the Yules.
Lina seems to be probably one of the biggest problems at this point for them, and just, you know, the follow-up, you see Moon Meander, he gets off a nice multicast. You'll have the Lina throwing out the Laguna Light Striker, right? And they usually manage to get themselves a kill there, but...
Now the issue is their draft really doesn't have any sustained DPS. You got a lot of nice, cheap spells, but who plays around who? The Ogre isn't strong enough to walk in anymore, and then your other cores are leaning TB. Neither one really wants to commit the start of a fight. You want to be that +1, the additive, where your DK is making stuff happen, absorbing fire. You come in, clean up, get all the credit, but no one can get all the credit if no one's giving you the alley-oop.
Smoke breaks over here immediately. Moon, they drop that tombstone. Should be able to get the kill over onto 343. He's going to be able to stay alive, though. The turn back around. Hand of God. This is a big haunt coming through. Lots of signs. The Reaper Scythe gets used. Not going to be quite enough damage, although they're trying pretty hard here. We'll be able to take down Monet using that Laguna Blade. Achi, he pops that BKB. He's going to get a kill over onto 343. And they're still chasing over here on SRF. Yules will get used. Afu trying to run out, but not going to be able to outrun that Ogre Magi over here. So a little bit of a better fight coming out for the side of the Tigers. They're still not done yet, too. Did they find themselves an SRF? Can they get the skill with that multicast? And a couple right clicks. Ajit will take him down as well.
What a strange game, I gotta say, but oh well. I'm sure if you're Tigers, you're not complaining. You can see already the power of the Bloodlusted Terrorblade. He does a ton of damage. He might even look to threaten high ground here. It doesn't look like Broodmother's got the biggest spider army up yet.
I mean, you've got the Bloodlust and the meta still going. It is just over, though. Broodmother making her way over. But look at all this. How do you get in there right now with the rest of your team not alive? Definitely a tower at the very least. Oh, the Light Strike Ray actually connects over onto the Broodmother. There's going to be the buyback coming out immediately now from the Necrophos. Moon Meander in for some trouble here. He's just getting bitten down to death. Tries to get a multicast off, just using his spells. He knows he's done for. As the rest of the team makes a hasty retreat, that rock not going to be able to land.
Yeah, good decision. You get the tier 3 though, and you'll be able to kill shrines pretty soon. Surprisingly, it looks like the Monet Spectre is going to go for a basher into Abyssal instead of the Heart. Not quite sure why. I imagine just because he's afraid of the Sunder, but we'll see.
It's definitely possible. We'll see this team fight again. Look at that. Just not enough damage over onto Undying. The Laguna. Right click coming out from Ajit.
Yeah. And you can see the cleanup. You really just can't threaten Terrorblade when he's BKB'd. You don't have any BKB piercing disables on RNG with the exception of the Scythe. So there's nothing you can really do to threaten Ajit, who's rapidly caught up to the Broodmother, and all of a sudden the game's getting a bit scary because while Brood is excellent and ahead, you don't really scale into the late game, and because he bought those armor items, when TB gets that level 20 reflection talent, you're going to be able to give your squad a free Assault Cuirass in essentially every fight.
And you're helping out your enemies then at that point, but part of the Terrorblade. All right, so let's see. We've got a Spider Army being rebuilt here by Stay. Still top of the net worth. A big smoke being used from the side of RNG. So what's the play here? What are they looking for? Obviously a pick-off of some sort.
This is a pretty risky smoke. They're completely blind, just smoking up the Radiant high ground.
Two supports down here on this low ground. Won't be able to quite grab them in time. They actually go and use the Haunt. They'll jump forward here, have their eyes on this Undying. Moon Meander also going to get held into place. Not enough damage to take him down, though, with that Scythe. We'll be able to take him down, though, with a little help from some of that extra right-click damage here. But the rest of the team makes their way out, and all they get really is Moon. They use the Haunt for it as well.
A lot expended there for just the one kill, but they do feel pressured, and you can see they were what were they weren't even hitting the gas. They hit the downhill and were like, hey, we're just gonna coast all the way to the finish line. But I just don't know if that's the way to win Dota games nowadays, especially at this level. You got to be willing to play to win, not just try and avoid defeat.
I mean, that should always be your motto in life, right? I
would think so, but they got a 4,000 gold lead. That's just not enough in this game, and I don't know. Hey, look at what it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't really expanded upon. They take that one bad fight. All of a sudden, Ajit's going to grab 2 bounty runes up top. CM's going to pick up another. Well played there by Zephyr.
That's my issue with this, right, is the fact that they were, they were starting to play in their previous matches, a little bit more towards that early mid-game. They found their opening. They put their foot to the gas pedal. But this time, it feels like they just kind of petered out, like you said, just kind of rolling down that hill. And praying that the momentum keeps up on its own. Whereas Tigers now, they're feeling more confident. You've got this Terrorblade who's doing pretty decent amount of damage, plus that Bloodlust, of course. So
I feel like Bloodlust is underrated in this sort of scenario too, especially when you have crazy damage coming out from a hero like Terrorblade on your squad. This could be a very scary smoke for the side of RNG to deal with. Tiger's in a great position on the low ground. Just looking to bait this wave, see if somebody gets suckered into it.
All right, we've got a little smoke on smoke action. They're gonna go into the... What's the plan with the smoke, my friends? The Roche. All right, so we'll get that Roche pick up here. Terrorblade does have a Scotty though now. That is pretty scary.
This is a big Roche pickup though.
They use another smoke over here? Yeah, it looks like they have a refresh. Maybe they can get the jump. Maybe they can burn this Aegis right away. They see Stay in that mid lane. It's an Arcane Rune on him. Just skating around. They cancel out the TP. No, but let him walk out. Smoke pops. SRF. Just taking a little walk through his woods here.
Even though they don't have the Aegis, they're still going to look to pressure a bit. I like to see this from Tigers. You really don't fear an Aegis at the moment.
But the deny, man. Last minute, get that deny. Feels good.
I have a new player to watch.
They'll take the shrine out, though. Might not have gotten that gold for the tower, but they'll find gold elsewhere. We do get a full Abyssal picked up now for the Spectre. Is that going to be able to turn the tide, you think?
Yes and no. I'm just not sure what really starts this game. Neither team really feels much of an incentive to do anything. And I feel like it's going to just be what we expected coming into this series. RNG versus Tigers, 80-minute games, 90-minute games, ×3, because Lord knows we aren't going to have a 2-game series, but here they go.
Yeah, Moon Meander turns around. They tried to initiate on him, but they found themselves another target here. That Nullifier getting used, though, over here onto Moon will take him down. Now they've turned their attention over to Zephyr, slowly melting, as 1437 is going to get taken down by Stay. Monet will find the kill over onto Zephyr, so that is 3 heroes down now, and they're still going in here. Monet backing off just a little bit. Afu also going to roll himself down over to the side. They get the Yules off here, and they will be able to take down the Spectre. With that Aegis here coming right back up again. The rest of the team feels like they just want to get out. Monet trying to run away, uses that. Oh, there's going to be the Lotus Orb getting used. Crystal Maiden, she was trying to get that ultimate off, but not going to be able to do it with the Lotus being down. Wonder Kitty's looking, does manage to land the Light Striker Ray. Trying to get a little bit more damage. Afu will roll forward, though. There's going to be the Scythe getting thrown out over until Lina. She'll be taken down here. Ajit, he's fighting through all of this, and it looks like they're going to be able to take down 1437. Look at all the Scotty damage. Stay's actually going to get slain as well, but Ajit now in for some trouble. They take him down. It's going to be a kill coming up from 343 of all people here. They'll turn out. Monet going to get chewed through as well, and Zephyr actually coming back in, gets the kill on SRF. So we had Chen actually bought back during that.
It turns out I really like Wonderchild's build. I mean, sure, he's kind of a glass cannon, but with that cast range talent, he's just getting off so many rounds of spells from the backline, and let's say he were to get jumped on, he just yules himself, force away, BKBs, Ghost Scepter, he's got all these defensive items, and you're having a real hard time as RNG sticking on any targets. Sure, the Undying, the CM, the Ogre, they all go down like paper, but these cores on the side of Tigers, how do you deal with them? What do you do?
It just feels like it took so much to take down the last time. But let's take a look at this fight again, right? We get that roll forward coming out from Afu, trying to save Monet over here, and they've got their eyes on the Lina. They take her down, but Monet here in the middle of everything, trying to fight through. They've got that reflection on the Broodmother. Like we said, Stay trying to climb his way out. There's just so much damage coming through. Light Strike Ray.
So close.
Oh my goodness, that's slow.
TB should be level 25 pretty soon, then he should have that Sunder talent, which I imagine he'll be getting. I've seen range 7 far too many times, even not just this tournament, but the ones before it. Range is nice and everything, but man, that Sunder talent is some sauce. Eggs can be completed soon on Wonder Kid. Wouldn't be surprised to see that come out as it punctures BKB as well.
The talent makes me so mad on Terrorblade. I really hate it. I really feel like it's so strong. Just, what's the downtime on that with talent then, right?
5 seconds.
5 seconds, that's so stupid.
I mean, at least it costs 50 mana now, right?
That's true, that's true. They are trying to at least make it a little less crazy town banana pants, but still hate it.
Well, I don't think you should ever hate anything, Moxie. You should trade in your hate for love.
I'm not going to love it. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, you don't have to. Well, you kind of do have to love it.
You're gonna
There's no middle ground
put
here.
yourself in a corner there with that statement. Even Lena's laughing at you. Wonder Kid's like, yeah, good job there, dude.
I made a big revelation today about how to use hero chat lines. I had not figured it out. Now
Really?
I know it's
Yeah?
the letter K. Yeah.
Oh, I think it depends on what it's bound to.
Yep.
Mine is not bound to K.
What is it bound to?
I think it's bound to T.
That's the push to talk, though.
No, that's not for me.
What do you use for push to talk?
I don't remember. It's something different, though.
How do you not remember?
I
That's
don't know.
like
I've
the
got
most
very
critical button.
It's all muscle memory now, man. It's muscle memory. I've got tiny hands, too. Like, I have to rearrange all of my keys to figure out exactly what works best for me.
Interesting. One of these days, that'd be a good prank. You just take away someone's keyboard, switch all the keys, and see if it affects them.
Well, you know it will affect them.
Not necessarily muscle memory.
Muscle memory. Oh, you mean like actually taking the keycaps off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's
Switch
muscle
them all
memory.
around.
It's fine.
Add some different colors and themes.
Dude, that happens to me. Whenever I travel now, like I was in at the Join Dota studios trying to like play on one of the keyboards, and it was a European one that had like 3 different settings on it. It kept breaking too. That's the worst part because it was set up for like.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for a keyboard not made in America.
I know, right? It was a disaster. Even the players, because I had to keep leaving lobbies and rejoining because it just stopped working. They're like,
Oof,
man.
you were one of those casters. Jeez.
What? That's not my fault.
In and out of the lobby. Teams are ready to go.
No,
Casters
they were
ready.
definitely
no
not
response.
ready to go.
Oh, I've lived through that so many times.
Oh my goodness.
My favorite was we were playing this one online qualifier. It was like 1 a.m. and the admin went to sleep. And we needed a remake. He hosted game 3 and went to sleep. We started, needed a remake. He disappeared. And they wouldn't let us host our own lobby, so we had to wait for 45 minutes before they could get someone in there.
Oh, that is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Shout out to you, unnamed admin.
Well, now you don't have to worry about it.
It's true. I just hang on. Now it's weird. The tables have turned. I've become the admin. I'm now the one falling asleep.
Don't fall asleep right now. We're still going here.
Are you sure? Because it looks to me like both teams are in a stalemate, stuck on their own side of the river.
Yeah, there's definitely not a lot of action going on. There's a lot of farming.
I mean, I watched the League of Legends World Finals earlier today. I'm kind of surprised, you know? I didn't expect these teams to be inspired by that performance.
Ooh, ouch. I'm gonna get some sunglasses for all the shade you throwing over here, huh?
True. I don't think anybody has them, though. It's Sweden. Dark here at about 3:30 p.m.
We saw the sun for the first time today, guys. It was glorious.
Got my 15 minutes of vitamin D. I'm ready to rock and roll. Oh, do we have a smoke on the way? I think we might.
What are we doing?
We do. Here they come.
Here we go.
They've crossed the river into enemy territory.
They stay hiding out here in the tree. Smoke will pop.
Uh-oh.
They're looking. There it is, though. They figure someone's over here. It looks like Stay's in for trouble. Laguna comes out, and they'll just squash that little spider. SRF pops that ghost shroud, makes his way in. They see an opening here. They've got the meta. They're going to try to take down a tower.
He does a lot of damage.
Yeah, he does. He is a Terrorblade with a butterfly, a Scotty. Lots of good stuff right here. The defusal, sorry, not the defusal, comes out. There's going to be the sight that doesn't do anything, though. The rest of the side of RNG, they're just melting right now. There's so much damage. Crystal Maiden doing the dance of her people. They get the kill on 343. They get the kill on Monet as well, and he does not want to buy back. They actually just call GG.
Wow. I mean,
well, we just went from 0 to 60.
That was a game, folks. I don't really know what to say about that one. It feels like the same story I've seen time and time again. You know, this is obviously the minor, not expecting the highest level of Dota 2, but if you're going to draft these early game pressure-based lineups, you know you're going up against an Ogre Terrorblade and Undying, as the panel was saying. It's a lot stronger in the late game than people realize. How do you win a game by just farming?
You don't, clearly.
I don't know. It just felt like the game, it just went on. And then there's the one fight. The TB shows up, says, "What up, guys? I do way more damage than you can deal with."
Mm-hmm.
And you stand still. The enemy Scud realizes that this is actually a Gatling gun. He's shredding everyone. 4 people are dead. And, oh, pack it up. We lost. And
it's funny because, you know, it was just farming, then just that one kill on Stay opened the doors completely, right? He was just hanging out on the side, smoke pop, Chris Main throws down that Chris Nova, they get the vision. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then just like that, there's a GG.
Indeed. And, well, hope you enjoyed that game. We're going to throw it to a break real fast, but game 2 will be coming up shortly. See you in a bit.